Okay, let's go display those errors on our front end now. So update email component again, under catch. I'm going to do one other thing here. Errors. All right, good. Okay. So first of all, if errors.response.status equals 403, then we want to pass through in our errors array, which we'll display at the top like we've done before, that a particular error. So this dot errors dot push, and we'll push this string onto it, which is not authorized to change this data. Please verify your password is correct in this case. Okay. Perfect. So that'll be done there, and then we need to basically factor in if errors.response.status equals 422, then we need to do some other things in there, which we'll do after here. Update email user account, user request. So let's, first of all, we should be authorized on there. So let me verify. We have hash and auth already brought in. Okay, so let's go back and we'll test this. So let's go back to our controller and just verify. We don't need this one anymore. Update user email request, user account email updates controller right here. And let's go ahead and we'll say user-update, and we want the email to equal request-validated. Because the only thing being passed through in the validated is basically what we're returning here under the rules. So all it's going to send through is email. It's not going to send through password or get us to update the password either. So that's completely acceptable, and it actually keeps our code short, because then we could do this, right? Okay. So request validated, perfect. We'll return a response, and the response itself will be user and $user. And again, we'll just verify we're only sending pertinent data through. Name, email, role, and it should still send across our information, like the appended data that we need in there as well. Okay, so we have that out of the way. Update user email request. So this should work. Let's go take a look at this now. I'm going to refresh, click on update. I'm just going to say edited, and I'll put in the real password this time. Last time you saw that it failed. And again, this fails. So that's text forbidden, so 403. Well, I mean, even with the 403 error, it should have been flashed to the top. So let's go back to our update email component. Let's create that. So .alert dash warning, and then role will equal alert v if equals errors dot length is greater than 0, ul li v-4 equals error in errors. Okay, and then we'll spit out the error. Okay, perfect. Was not authorized to change this data. Okay, so let's try this one more time because maybe something else is up here. Let's go and we'll say edited. Not authorized to change data. Please verify your data is correct. Well, we know my data is correct. Update user email request. We know we brought all of these items in. This brings in this will be the hashed password. This is the one we're checking it against for it being hashed. And we want to make sure the auth ID is the same as this route user. Okay. Let's see what this does for us now. Now we come up with an error 500. So let's see where that error 500 is coming from. App user could not be converted to int. Okay, so there's my problem right there. We'll go this route ID. Okay, let's see if that works for us. Because now it's like we've actually brought in the user model. Because we have essentially resolved it as being a model with the route model binding. Okay, let's give this a go again. Good. Okay, now we've updated it. Let's go back. Let's refresh this page, and good, we got updated. Now what we do want to happen is we want to hook up the flash success in there. So we know this works. We know it updates everything. That's great. So what we need to do in here is we need to not console log, but we need to do this dot emit. And let's go to user account settings. What are we looking to emit? Updated dash email. Okay. Updated dash email, and then we'll send in our string, which is going to be successfully updated the email for, and we'll say this dot user dot name. Great. Now let's go to user account settings. We're going to have to create flash success and reload. All we're doing here right now is console logging it. So we'll say this dot, well, we'll break this down here two ways. One, I'm going to create a flash success method, which is going to take in a message parameter. And it's going to basically say, okay, well, success message is this dot success message is going to be equal to message from there. Then what we want to do is set timeout like you've seen done previously. And we want to say this dot success underscore message is going to be equal to null, because that will make it then disappear the way we're going to configure that. And we'll do this after about 5 seconds. So let's go up to the top here where we can actually place our success message, and we'll do alert dash success. And that will be, again, a role equal to alert. Okay, good. And we only want this one to show if success message is not equal to null. And then in here, very simply, we can just put very clean, one line of code. That's awesome. Okay. Let's refresh. Not defined on the instance, my bad. Go back to the instance. Right in here, we have to define success message. And right now, when it loads up on the page, it's going to be null. Great. Okay, update. Let's get rid of this. Update email. and we get a 422. It's telling me, so likely the 422 is the email property is already, let's see here. Oh, the email address is already taken. So the reason it showed already taken is because I had to click update email twice. So let's see what's going on there. Why is it not? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is kind of silly. So flash success and reload. First of all, we want to set this dot is active. No, set active. And we want that to be the dashboard. And we want this dot flash success. We want to pass through the message on there. And we want to do this dot get user to pull in the new details for this particular user. Let's see if this works for us now. I'm going to say edited. Put in my correct password so nobody can hack my account. Successfully updated the email for Tyson London, and then you can see that it is updated. If I refresh, again, you can see it's properly updated. Let's handle those other 422 errors that are going to come through. We know it's just going to be one error, so if it is just the one error, then basically we can say this dot errors dot push. No, we're still going to actually do take object dot keys. And we're going to make it errors.response.data.errors. And we're going to, because now it's an array of keys, and we'll say key. And what we want to do is we want to say errors.response.data.errors. Then we want to pass through our key for that specific error. And then we want to go for each. And then in here we want to say this dot errors dot push. Oh, sorry, for each we also want to put in error. So push, and we're going to say error in there. That's enough code for that. But let's make sure that when we click update email, we're taking this dot errors and we're just making it equal to an empty array so we can authenticate that again. Let's refresh in here. We'll go update. This should throw an error because we're trying to submit the same email address. The email has already been taken, and that's because we already have it, so that's fine. Let's change this here. Update email. We're in good shape. Okay, so now our edit email functionality works as it should with the validation.